Hello. Well, we are playing hide and seek season 2 here in Australia. This time, unlike last time, watch the first season if you haven't already. But this time, we're not going to tell you where we're going to hide. So that's going to be a little bit of a mystery, maybe. We'll see how obvious it is, though. We have trains, we have ferries, we have buses that pretend to be trains. So come join us. Shall you? Hello.
Hello.
We are starting here at Roma Street Station. We don't have a plan yet, but we are going to start in
1 minute,
less
20
than a minute.
seconds, I think it is.
Yep, okay, so we're going to go north or south.
I think we need to run.
Yeah, come on. There we go, 9.
Let's go. Three.
3. That's the far opposite side, isn't it? I think we're good.
We did it. Okay. Right.
Oh, maybe not. It's right there.
No. Ah! Thank you. Almost gave up too early there. Oh, we're here.
Yeah, we're here.
We did it. Hang on, with 3 minutes to go.
We did
dilly-dallied.
We could have.
Okay, so here we are. We're at Roma Street Station. We need to go find Dale and Holly. We've got no idea where they could be. North, south, east or west, no idea.
In Brisbane City?
In Brisbane City,
Brisbane
not
time?
in the city. So yeah, let's get into it.
Woo!
Alright, so we're at the Beanley line. We've got 2 minutes to hops on. And we're going to jump on, and what are we going to do, Jazz?
I reckon we start with a 1 kilometre thermometer. So we'll go south to South Brisbane Station, and the distance between those two stations, 1 kilometre. Easy as.
Alright, sounds good.
Once our 1 kilometre's done, we'll probably stay on the train and continue on to South Bank. Because there's a busway there, so if they've given us a south option and we think the busway is a good option, we'll go that way. Also, there's a lot of nice places at South Bank, so we may as well go hang out there rather than stay in South Brisbane.
Yeah, sounds good.
They started a 1 kilometre thermometer from one of the train platforms, so I presume they just dilly-dallied down to one of them.
Keep an eye out for the end of the thermometer, so we can let them know whether they have gotten hotter or colder. Hopefully they have gotten colder.
Yeah.
That's what we're hoping for here. So now we're going to go suss out what these shops look like.
Yeah.
See if there's any... I kind of want to do a bit of recon now for us to find a spot that looks like we could kind of blend in.
Yeah.
Enough people around that it's kind of hard to spot us, but we're going to be comfortable standing there for, however long it takes them to find us in our disguises in the end game.
Yeah.
Probable disguises. I guess we haven't decided if we're going to use them or not.
Like, I mean, if we're the only people around, then it's probably hard to disguise yourself regardless.
Yeah.
Okay, so we just stopped at South Brisbane.
South Brisbane Station?
So this is the thermometer, but we're going to get off at the next stop.
Yep.
Woolloongabba and southern suburbs.
Welcome to South Bank Station. These sort of ones in the centre, like Roma Street, South Brisbane, South Bank, Central. So we're keeping up in this sort of good city area at the moment until we get a response from them.
So we got the thermometer back and they've gone south.
Haha.
So they're wrong.
They are wrong.
Colder.
Is that the answer? Colder.
Yep.
5 minutes, exactly.
That was close.
That was close.
Holly says that we're colder.
We're
So
colder.
they haven't gone south, they've gone north.
So they've gone north. I think we should ask the radar.
Radar? Okay.
Or the council.
Council, that's it. We want to ask.
The local government area.
Yep, are they in the same LGA as us? I think that's second administrative zone.
Basically, we want to rule out, are they in the city or not?
Yes.
Do we have to go hunting through the alleys and the side streets? Or can we just get out and, sort of free our mind up and figure out where they are?
Yep.
Okay, so just to recap, we answered 2 questions now. We've answered a thermometer and we've answered a matching question. For the thermometer, we got a draw 3, pick 1, which we ended up doing.
No, it was draw 2 for that one.
Okay, draw 2.
Draw 2 for that
pick
one. We picked the curse.
We got a curse. We've kept the curse. For the other one, we've got a draw 3, pick 1. We chose to expand our hand and draw another card, which we got a 3-minute time bonus. Not particularly exciting, but now we can hold 7 cards. So that's nice for us.
All right, so we've just got news.
Oh my god, this is big. We should keep walking though.
Keep walking.
They're in the same council area as us. They're in Brisbane City.
So they're in the city, so that changes the plan.
Oh my god. So no Caboolture, no Ipswich. We're not having to go a long way today. So now it's more important than ever that we ask them for a photo of their station. Because we need to know if they're at a train station or at a bus stop or at a busway.
Yeah, we both know this area somewhat pretty decently, so we're just hoping we understand what the station picture is.
Yeah.
All right.
So do we want to just go straight back to Roma Street? I think that's our best
I think
bet.
so. That's the starting point.
Yeah.
We can ask for a photo and sort of see what happens.
We've just been asked for a photo question, which is a photo of our station. So we're now making our way back to our station. Lucky we didn't actually go too far.
So we need to take a photo of the platform, which is the ground here, but it needs to have 3 elements.
Yeah.
We need a 2x2 meter section with 3 distinct elements. So I reckon you could go 1, 2,
This
3.
tells them we're at a bus stop though. That's 2x2, hey?
Yeah,
Okay.
because you're basically
or
in the garden.
just if in case there's contention about distinctive elements, like I could get that wall or a bit of the chair.
Yeah, get a little bit of the chair too, and then we can crop it. We can crop all of this.
Do you reckon they would argue that that's not descriptive enough?
I think that's
Because I think that's
it's
better.
3 elements.
That gives them less information than this, but it's a bit cheeky.
Ooh,
Let's have a look.
it is not good enough. I would not call those 3 distinct elements.
Okay, and we've also, as perhaps suspected, they've contested the amount of elements in our lovely photo of the station, which I think is fair. The ground is borderline distinctive. So in that case, I'm going to send them the backup photo, which is this one. It has a wall, and I think that counts as something distinctive. They've got elements now. They've got 4. That should keep them happy.
So this is the second image they've sent us after I said, no, that ground isn't distinct enough. Do we think that's 3 distinct elements?
So a bush, a wall, and the ground.
I don't think that wall's distinct enough.
Oh, we need to draw.
Oh, and we do. We need to draw.
Draw 1.
All right. What do we got?
Curse of the Overflowing Chalice. You know this one.
I do know this one. I messed this one up last
and
time.
we'll do it correct this time. So for the next 3 questions, you may draw but not keep an additional card when drawing from the hider deck. Casting cost, discard a card.
All right. So we
Should we play that immediately with that time bonus that we got? It was like a 3-minute time bonus.
we might as well. There's no real advantage to wait. It's nice to
I
get
don't
extra
think so.
cards as soon as possible. So I think we should just discard our time bonus. I will grab that out of our hand, and
Yep.
we will.
Oh,
yeah,
come
we'll
on.
play
They
this one
don't
out.
think the wall's distinct enough.
Oh, we'll tell them
It's
that
the combination.
No, tell them that there's the little bumps on the ground. That's distinct. Cheeky, cheeky.
All right, we're back at Roma Street again.
All right, back where we started. Okay, so the idea is we're asking them a coastline question. This should hopefully split the map between east and west, and then we're basically working with a quadrant of the map, and we can go from there.
Yep.
Yep, so we're 16 kilometers from the furthest coast. If they're less than 16 kilometres, we know they're on the east side. If they're more, we know they're on the west side.
Exactly.
And we make our next decisions based off that. I think we'll just stay in Roma Street Station. It is central. It's where we started the game. It's got the best connectivity. So, yeah, who knows? We might be catching a bus, metro, train.
So we've been asked if they are closer to the coastline or further than us. And so I'm currently measuring how far they are from the coastline. It looks like they're between 15 and 16 kilometres. Yeah, but I'm also measuring to multiple points in the coastline because our coastline kind of curves around.
Yeah.
So there's a little bit of trying to work out where is the shortest distance for both of us.
And measuring, we've got 5 minutes.
Okay, we are definitely closer.
Okay.
So that's good.
That makes sense to make it very clear.
We are closer to the coastline than they are.
Yeah. Which is, I don't know, counterintuitive in my mind, at least. Like I can see the city over there, which I guess is due south.
Okay, so we're going to draw for this measuring question that they've just asked.
Yep.
And because we have Curse of the Overflowing Chalice, we can draw 4 and we can pick one of them to keep, which gives us pretty good odds of drawing something good. So give us some...
Draw 4, pick 1.
Yes.
1, 2, 3, 4. Whoop. I should do it actually looking at it. Okay, 4.
Okay, what do we got?
Duplicate.
Yeah.
Curse of the Distant Cuisine. Send them to find a restaurant within the zone that serves food from a foreign country and
This
send
is
them
good.
to.
We've got a lot of good restaurants in our region.
But that could also alert them to where we are based on the presence of that. Time bonus and mystery curse number 2. Now this is what Reddit decided we should play with from memory.
Thank you, Reddit.
Thank you, Reddit. Curse of the Passenger Princess.
All right, how does it work?
For the next 45 minutes, we get to pick one of the 2 seekers, one of Lockie or Jazz, who needs to carry all the belongings of the other one and does all the game decisions. So the Passenger Princess doesn't have to carry anything and they cannot talk or discuss the game.
Which is quite fun. I think we could cause some serious division in amongst this team by playing that card.
I don't think Duplicate's going to be too useful at the moment.
I think we keep the curse. Now, I think Reddit was... The Passenger Princess is fun. I think we should do it. The Reddit people have spoken.
Yep.
Thank you, Internet.
We're going to keep that Passenger Princess, so you can...
That's what we're keeping. The casting cost on that is to discard 2 cards, so we're going to have to wait to play it anyway. This is a nice area.
So do we...
It's actually a creek. We could go sit in the creek. We could swim.
Yeah, under the bridge. In the polluted Enogra Creek, I think this is.
Probably not super nice.
It's going to be interesting. This little curve on the coastline is going to be so annoying.
And yeah, we don't think they're at the airport, so we can exclude that as well.
Oh, I'm not excluding anything.
You're not excluding it?
Nah.
Okay.
All right, they're closer to the airport. Closer to the coastline.
Closer to the coastline. So they are east.
Oh my god, the 16 kilometre seems to have done us in a bit. We probably should have moved further towards the coastline first before asking that question. That's fine. We've basically ruled out Ferny Grove and Enogra, which was good. Yeah, Northgate. So we want to rule out the ferry lines, right?
Yeah, just because they're probably the most annoyingest.
Yeah. So if we go up to Northgate, which is good because it's right before that junction. If we add a radar of, what's 5 kilometres going to do? Knocks out that bus line. And Northgate trains are pretty frequent as well.
Okay.
Knocks out the ferries. All right, cool. Northgate in 3 minutes.
3 minutes.
Let's do it. Okay. I reckon we ask a photo question in the meantime and get tallest building from station. What do you reckon?
Tallest building from station.
Yeah.
I think so. That would tell us if they're in sort of a built-up area or not. I personally don't really know the north side, but we might be able to do some GeoGuessr skills and figure it out. You never know.
As far as hiding spots go, like if you naturally came over, you wouldn't have seen the track on this side, right? You saw the track on the other side. Even though I knew this existed, I forgot. This is going to lead to a dead end. I think it's just going to get denser forest or denser trees, but already it's like you can't hear vehicles. Basically,
We're pretty far away from most people, which is a good thing.
and there's some shrubbery that would cover you from a visual distance sighting. I reckon we walk up to these trees, see how dense it is, and then double back.
All right,
because
let's do
otherwise
it.
we'll hit the dead end. Oh, and we've got another question.
Building from station. All right, we've got that one prepared.
We've got that queued.
We've got also more time to respond to that, so I will queue the answer for that, but not send it yet.
Yeah, we got 10 minutes for photo questions.
And then we're sitting in the aircon instead of sitting.
This is what a newer train looks like. I think they're a couple years old now, but definitely an upgrade.
The NGR. Sorry, I'm going to have some train facts, just a few. The next generation of trains they're going to have are going to be, I think, similar to this, but instead of 4 seats across, they're going to be 3 seats across.
Perhaps at this point it is time to tell you about the supplies in this big old backpack. So, because we knew we were probably going to end up in sort of suburbia, around people, around buildings, it's all like construction worker vibe things. And this looks like a decrepit old well that might need some construction work happening to it. Perhaps we could hang out in this park and from a distance look like we are doing some survey sort of work.
The 3 metre rule. Given the huge amount of people that are in this area, you're going to be immediately suspicious of
Maybe,
anyone, right?
but if we looked like we were doing some work on this sign, it looks like it needs some repairs, doesn't it?
Yeah.
They might look over at us and go, and especially if we're facing this way, it just might buy us a little bit more time, you know? I'm gonna pull all the stuff out of my bag.
You're going to look at it?
We're gonna do a demo.
Okay.
Okay, I have gaiters to make my sneakers look like work boots. This is actually a motorbike bag, but I figure we can strap it on and make it look like a tool belt.
Yep.
We have some high-vis things, just for general high-vis things. Shirt, probably for Dale or me. Other pants, but denim shorts are a bit suspicious for a worker. Just a black bag in case we want to put our bags inside black bags.
Oh, sorry, and on another thought, I've got a red bag like a red satchel version of this.
That can
and
work
I've got
as
a red hat as well. So
construction worker thing.
I don't know.
Well, we have hat options.
It's just something different.
Because we also have a Australian fly hat, and we have a regular hat. I have some string, so we can tie string around things and look like we're measuring. I have 2 pairs of gloves that we can wear. I have, probably most importantly, a huge orange sheet that we can lay down to really make it look like we are construction workers working in the vicinity. High-vis vest, floppy hat for more Australian sun safety, tape measure for measuring things, and a tripod to make it look like we're real surveyors. And I think with all of that, we could look like we're potentially fixing the sign. What do you think?
I said yes to high vis and tape measure. I am amazed all of that was in there.
Yeah.
I'm glad we did that.
I think we have plausible deniability with this much stuff that we might be real construction workers.
Photo?
We just got the photo.
Walls building, that's...
Ooh.
Alright, what does this give away? They've blurred out the shop names.
Yeah.
There.
I reckon that's a bus stop.
Yep.
So that's got to be, so this is from their station, not from where they are.
This is a Northgate train, stopping all stations.
There's a clear way.
The next station is Bowen Hills.
So they're going to be, I reckon, on one of these
Customers for the
tricky
Ferny
north side
Road
bus
line,
stops.
Please change trains
That's gonna be
at
annoying.
Bowen Hills.
They are moving towards us.
Yeah.
They have gone to Bowen Hill Station, which means they're heading in the right direction. They have the possibility now to get on the right train that would bring them out here.
We're at the moment. So if they continue sort of up and to the right, then they're going the wrong way. If they turn left, then they're coming straight for us.
They came towards us.
Do you need to pack faster?
Oh no, if
it's
we're
okay.
stuck
We're
here.
fine.
Okay, we got you
they've gone the wrong way.
Ah,
So,
amazing news for us.
Yeah, they're going up the sort of airport and line towards where there's some rail maintenance.
Oh,
So Holly's feeling hungry. So
fueling myself.
Yep, Hawaiian pizza.
Important part of, well, yeah, and it's
Yeah,
kind of a
and
traditional
it's-
Australian garbage snack, you know?
Yeah, and it's
Woolies.
absolutely the food of an athlete.
It is. Straight carbs.
Yep. We didn't draw for the photo question, is what we realised.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a draw one. Do that. So we'll do a little shuffle, 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 and draw one. What do we got?
3-minute time bonus.
I guess some of that road is in hiding zone. Is that any good? Like, I mean,
I think I like this better.
it's possibly a better spot than right here, because if you're walking down the main road, you could see them, right? But yeah, you could do, I'm sure there's something up there that we could constructionize.
So we're gonna do a 5 kilometre radar. Are we sure about it?
Yeah, I think ask, and then maybe we go on the bus next.
Okay.
5 kilometre radar. Haha, they did. They're trying to work out if we're at
Okay.
the airport.
Well, not airport, but Northgate, or where from?
They are currently at Northgate Station. I'm going to measure how far they are from us. They are currently 8 kilometres away from us, so that is a miss. That's a miss on your radar. I'm so sorry. You've wasted all this time
Now,
heading out
out of
to
interest, North Boondall, how up to the yellow?
Up to yellow would be 5.9. So that might actually send them
So
further north.
there's still some further north.
They might think they might keep going. And there is a bias towards, like, whatever you've started doing, doubling down. For radar, we are going to draw 2, pick 1.
Do you want to do this one?
Yeah,
I'd just do one cut.
okay, whatever.
Yeah, something.
Cut of the deck.
Just to make sure that we didn't.
Curse of the Labyrinth. Da-da-da-da-da. Spend up to 20 minutes drawing a solvable maze and send a photo of it to the seekers. You cannot use the internet to research maze designs. The seekers must solve the maze before asking another question. That's quite fun.
Yep,
The casting cost is just drawing a maze too, so we don't lose any
too
cards.
easy.
Okay, second
And
card.
option 2.
Option 2.
Op 3.
Aha, aha.
We
Wow, we
forgot
forgot
to do
about
that
that
last
too.
time.
Well, whatever, we'll save it for now and a future one. Sorry about that tangent. 3-minute time bonus.
It's actually a draw 3, pick 1 because we
One
did the overflowing
because of our
chalice.
overflowing chalice. And discard 2, draw 3. I kind of,
Show us all 3 again.
here we go. Time bonus.
labyrinth, or discard 2, draw 3.
I kind of like our current cards. I don't particularly want to discard a lot of them. I'm tempted to go the curse and just save it for when,
Yeah,
you
spend
know,
20 minutes making a maze.
yeah,
Yeah, let's do that.
just to delay them a little bit. We don't have to do it now too.
So they just hit us with a miss, which means that they're not in this circle.
Not in this circle. That's what we're afraid of. There's those 5 stops up there. There's those 2 stops there. That bus line. A whole bunch of these lines are still in play. So we need something to sort of cut between all of that. Probably a north-south, maybe. It's so difficult with this bus line being here. So they could be at these ferry stops. That's the other thing.
No, because the buildings are taller.
The buildings are taller? Okay.
Yeah.
There could be so many places.
We've got 1 minute
1 minute until we're going
to
back?
go back to the city.
Yeah, I reckon we catch that.
I think we jump onto it.
Yeah.
Alright, so we're just launching a 5 kilometre thermometer just to give us some other clues where it's not looking good at the moment. It's not looking good.
Going
You missed a
somewhere or
spot.
doing something. No time to stop to put sun cream on.
Yep.
Must keep moving.
And the high knees are a good professional exercise too.
Exactly, look at this.
Yeah.
Wow. Been training my whole life for it.
Absolutely.
Oh, goodness me.
Oh, it's a lot warmer on this side.
Yeah, it's not a good breeze here. Oof. This is where the fatigue sets in.
Yep. So we've found the little plot of land that is not listed as a park online, but it is clearly a park. So to the untrained eye, looking at just a street map, you'd be able to see that This is just a house, is what it looks like. So that's kind of nice. All right, we're walking back towards the station to double back around to the other part of that path track.
All right, so we just got off at Bowen Hill Station. I was trying to geo-guess on Google Maps, and we missed our station. So we're hopping off here and trying to figure out our thermometer.
Draw 3, pick 1
Yes,
for the
for the
thermometer end
thermometer.
that you're about to send the answer to.
I said they are hotter to us now. They've just gotten closer with that 5 kilometres they've done out from the airport back sort of towards the city.
Cut.
So what did you say?
Cut the deck.
Oh, cut the deck. Draw
Through.
Draw 2 normally, but we're going to do our
doing
last
the chalice.
overflow of the flowing chalice. So mystery curse number 3, curse of the landline. For the next 2 hours, you can only ask questions with your phone plugged into a PowerPoint.
You know what really sucks?
What?
Is the casting cost of that is Seekers must be 8 kilometres, and guess where they were just before?
We just were 8 kilometres
So
away.
I doubt they're gonna get 8 kilometres away again.
Yeah. Veto question, pretty valuable.
Yep.
Now, this veto is veto for the rest of the game as well, so they cannot ask that same question. So in the end game, this is kind of a cool card to have up your sleeve. And randomize question.
Yep.
So we can keep one of these.
I don't think they're going to get further away from us at this point.
Let's keep the veto.
So veto keep,
Yeah, let's do it.
discard
I will put
those.
this back in our hand. I'm advocating to go to 7-Eleven for a treat.
Okay.
That's
Yeah.
how confident we're feeling right now. We deserve a little treaty treat.
Yep.
We got a good answer, we got hotter. So that's great news. They can still be on the bus line, they can still be on Ferny Grove. Do we
This
want to
train-
jump on this train or not?
What do you think?
I'm not sure. How long until the next one? We've only got 9 minutes until the next one. I reckon we do some more research.
Okay, more research?
Yeah. It's surprising we haven't been cursed yet. We've been asking so many questions.
Yeah, so I think once we get cursed, we know we're quite close.
Yes.
I think they're just holding on to them. So,
Absolutely. Yeah.
Um,
One of the rules we clarified when we were planning this was what if the widest street in your zone is a freeway or a highway that you can't get pedestrian access to? Do you still need to take a photo of it? And the idea was like that would be a null response. So if they're hiding, say, over the Story Bridge, which is a big road that they can't get on, they would have to send us a null response. Otherwise, they've got to send us a photo. So, but that could also be a lot of the roads along the ferry line.
Yeah, but
So-
there may be some new clues as well. Like the photo they sent us before,
Yeah.
it looks like there's water, so it looks like they're along the river, but I'm not entirely sure. I think we need some more evidence.
Yeah, and widest street is a photo
Pretty
question,
good
so
one.
it's draw 1. So it's sort of the cheapest question we can ask right now. All right, Lachlan's eagle eyes caught something in the background of the tallest building photo that we think looks like water. There's just a little strip down there that they might just included. So we're now wondering if they're stationed as a ferry station. So this feels like a great time to try and get on a ferry and ask, is this the same transit line as yours?
Yeah, there is only one ferry as well.
Well,
so
there's like like an F1 and an F6 and stuff, but I think we're counting the ferry as a
this as
ferry.
one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because otherwise that's mean. But they're sneaky and they could be mean. So we've got to walk a kilometre down to a bus stop and catch a bus.
Yeah,
And
and
then-
that would take us to a ferry station.
Yep.
Then we ask the question.
Yep, I reckon we do that.
We got a photo question,
Yes, photo of the widest street,
which is that street. We've done a crop of the street.
Yep.
Get ready to send it. This is just a
Conveniently-
draw 1.
It is just a draw 1. We've used our curse. Conveniently, we were heading to the 7-Eleven anyway, and that kind of put us in a good spot to take a photo, hopefully with not too much in the background,
Yep.
with the crop. So let's draw one.
Time bonus.
Oh, 9-minute time bonus.
What are we
That's
up
not
to in
bad.
time bonuses?
9 minutes.
Oh,
I think
did
we
have
have
one other?
we have one other 3. Maybe we've kept it for a discard.
A photo of the widest street, and
It's not a freeway or a null answer. So
it's maybe a 4-lane road.
yeah,
Um,
beautiful. Almost like this.
exactly. That's the Story Bridge as well.
Oh,
but
look at it.
I don't think they're there.
Nah.
So we're just gonna cross the road, go to the left. and that will take us down near onto the bus, and we can go to Tenerife, which maybe feeling like 60% confident if it's Tenerife, but
I reckon we cross.
we'll find out soon. So that's the bus we want to get on, but we're not going to make it.
The city glider, it's so pretty. Oh, there it goes. Bye, bus.
A
We'll
bendy
miss
bus,
you.
a banana bus, many names. Change of plans. It's only a 10-minute walk, and we're going to wait 15 minutes for the bus, so it's pretty obvious. We're going to keep walking.
Ooh, or maybe we stop for lunch.
It does look good. It is lunch o'clock.
It's lunch o'clock.
Let's go have a look.
Yeah.
So we went all the way to Japan and we got some coolish.
Detour.
Because you have to have coolish. This is your first try.
I've never had this before. It smells delicious. It smells like, I mean, obviously vanilla, but like a,
Sugar?
yeah, a particular type. It's like almost vanilla essence flavor. That tastes exactly like when you make like way vanilla essence ice cream. And that's exactly what it is.
Whey vanilla essence ice cream. That's what it says on the back. If you just read in there.
We
produced a
have
maze.
this Curse of the Labyrinth. I've spent a couple minutes making this maze, which is not the prettiest maze we've ever seen, but we have sent this off. That's
Well
the first
worked.
curse
Yep.
of the day.
I guess I should annotate in this end that start and end.
And start.
Yeah.
Let's see how they go.
Okay, so we just finished eating.
A little break. What can we
yeah.
say?
We will continue walking to Tenerife. I think from the photo it's Tenerife, but we just got given a curse. So I think that increases the likelihood.
Yeah.
So what was the curse?
The Curse of the Labyrinth. So they spent 20 minutes drawing a solvable maze and sent it to us, and we can't ask them any questions until we solve it. But they can't curse us with anything that blocks us from asking questions until we solve it either.
Okay, and
So-
we were eating for about maybe 20 minutes.
Yeah.
Maybe. So that kind of lines up with us crossing in the zone. So I guess what's the next step now?
Well, I reckon we still walk to Tenerife.
Yeah.
Then once we're there, we solve the maze.
We might see them straight away.
Yeah.
All right, so we'll go there, and if we don't see them, we'll do the maze.
Yep.
Yeah. The ferry terminal
And the bus stop.
and the bus stop that we thought they may be near.
Not looking like a match, but
Yeah. At least we can ask if they're on the same line as us.
yeah.
I did see that picture on the Google Maps. I thought they were. I thought the picture was from the building over there.
Ah. There is that bus stop.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It does have the signs as well coming from, and there is a bush.
Do we want to go look?
Yeah, why not?
Why not?
We just missed the ferry, so about 15 minutes to the next one. Anyway. I think
Cool.
that's the building.
Yeah, that looks like the building.